he yeah, we live now because you know how Carl be.
I always tell you guys when I'm going live. What do you mean? Hi,
Well,
we are live. Thank you so much for joining us here on another Sunday. Kevin, how have you been, brother?
been good, man. I've been busy, but good. Very busy and very good. It's a beautiful thing.
Today we have a special guest. What I usually do, I go through TikTok and I look for people who are like-minded like us. And I watch Man of the Original God videos, and I said that guy would be a great guest for our show. And here he is from Oakland, California, Man of the Original God. Thank you so much for joining us, brother.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Tiffany, how have you been?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Doing great, doing great.
Hey
Uh,
everybody, thank you for coming. Hey guys, thank you, Original Man. Thank you for chiming in with us tonight.
all right. So today, Tiffany and Kevin sent me some topics that I had no idea was happening. I think Tiffany sent me the Cincinnati brawl that was
Whoa.
going. Black people got arrested in this brawl, and they were saying the narrative was that black people are going around this jazz festival just beating up white people.
Which
Uh,
was all wrong.
that was the narrative. Of course, all the news stations were broadcasting. That's what's happening. We're also going to talk about this video of a North Carolina truck driver who took some stuff to a dump site, and some white men, well, they verbally attacked him, not physically. Used the N-word, a lot of racial stuff going on. And they used the bulldozer to tip his truck over.
Yeah,
Uh,
they tipped his truck over and they hurt his dog. The one of the guys closed the door on his dog.
yes, and one of the guys slammed the door on his dog. And I don't know if this stuff is escalating. I was asking Tiffany earlier if this stuff is escalating, or are we just, now that we have phones with cameras, we're just catching it. Imagine what would have happened if people had phones back in the Jim Crow days, back in the
It would be horrible.
what we would have seen. So we are going to kick it off with the North Carolina. What do you guys want to do with the North Carolina first? Does it matter?
Yeah, let's talk about North Carolina, Carl. I'm still here. I'm with you
Um,
in a second.
yeah,
Okay.
and also we want to express this: we are protected by fair use only, educational purposes only, entertainment purposes only. Everything is alleged. It's our opinions and no one else's. Please make sure you like and subscribe and share and leave a comment. Let us know what you think.
All right. With that being said, we're gonna start with this North Carolina. I guess I can't even call it a fiasco. It's just crazy. So this brother goes to North Carolina. He's a truck driver, and this is what happened.
Leave me alone.
Let's goddamn go.
Leave me alone.
Get in your fucking
Leave
truck.
me alone. Leave me
Get in
alone.
your fucking truck. Tell the cops. to
I'm
get
leaving.
in. Now. Give me your fucking phone. Let's go, bitch.
Let's go.
Get in the fucking truck.
Yeah.
Don't get out of the truck no more.
Don't get out of the
We'll
truck
be
no
here
more?
to take you out
Yes,
short.
the sheriff's department's coming to get
Okay.
rid of you and your fucking mud.
Okay.
So stay in your truck
Yes, sir.
before something
Get
bad
in there,
happens.
then.
Yes, sir.
Get in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do it now.
Yes, sir.
Take all your videos.
Yes, sir.
Damn, I'm saying, shut your door, shut your mouth. Like
You're the
I told you
sheriff?
to.
You're the sheriff, right?
Yes.
And you weren't trying to talk to me. Can I? I'm draw the
Yeah,
window
I'm
down.
done talking with you. Shut the door.
Can I draw the window down?
No, roll the window up, roll the other window down.
Hey, sir, you slammed the door on my dog. And that's all I'm recording.
I'm gonna put you in
That's
jail.
that's all I'm recording for slamming on the dog.
I didn't slam it on
You
the
the
dog.
dog? Yes, you did.
You
Have it
had
on
a whole
recording.
door. Get in the door.
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all going to jail. Y'all going down. This town going down. Yeah, this town going down. Man. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hey, he gonna sue the shit out their ass. Hey, what's going on? This is crazy as fuck, man. What happened?
I'm done. Close the fucking door. I'm done. He's driving right over. You ain't over there.
What's going on? What's going on? What's happening?
Put your phone
You driving that truck?
Huh?
Go get in your truck and be a good
No,
witness.
I ain't driving that truck. I ain't driving that truck.
phones up and get in your vehicle. Now. You're leaving. You're gone.
What happened?
You're gone.
Going where?
You're going out.
Who?
You.
For what?
For videoing.
For video when I'm going out? What is you talking about?
I'm closing. I'm done.
Yeah.
No, I'm done with this shit. Listen, cut your phone right and get it. Hit the right button.
TBD dump site down there in Clyde, North Carolina. Count y'all motherfucking racist, Jim Crow, cracker, bitch, count y'all motherfucking days. The way y'all handle that brother down there just from showing up 45 minutes early to the job site. Oh, y'all some racist bitches down there. I need everybody that's seeing this video to tag the CI double motherfucking A. Let's get on this shit. Clyde, North Carolina, y'all gonna pay for this motherfucking one right here. Y'all gonna pay for this one right here. That brother shouldn't have never experienced that. And I'm so grateful he handled it the way that he did. Clyde, North Carolina, count y'all motherfucking days. Y'all gonna get handled down there at TBD dump site. Oh my God, I'm so glad. And y'all asking, why you kept saying yes, sir? Why you kept saying yes, sir? Bitch, we already know what them motherfuckers want us to motherfucking say. And they only did that motherfucking shit because they knew he was out motherfucking them. These motherfucking men had guns and everything. They flipped this man's truck over and everything. Oh yeah, something happened. Yeah, congratulations. Because y'all just made news that y'all didn't want to motherfucking make, bitch.
All I'm gonna say is TBD dump site, y'all a bunch of fucking cowards. People wonder why motherfuckers record when they go to unfamiliar places because of motherfuckers like this. See, being a truck driver, you gotta carry that thing on you because motherfuckers like this will have you all the way fucked up. And who gives a fuck if it's private property? They don't give you no reason to treat another motherfucker how they treated this guy.
Leave me alone.
Let's go, damn go.
Leave me alone.
Get your fucking
Motherfuckers real tough when they got people with them.
fucking truck until the cops get
I'm
here.
leaving.
Now.
Then accuse the man of taking his phone. Get the fuck out of here. Why he wants your phone?
Bitch.
Let's go.
Get in the fucking truck.
Yeah.
Don't get out of the truck no more.
Don't get out of the truck no more.
Take you out
Yes, the sheriff's department's coming to get
Okay.
rid of you and your fucking butt.
Okay.
So stay in your truck
Yes, sir.
before something bad happens.
Before something bad happens, that sounds like a motherfucking threat to me. It's always these redneck racist ass towns. They need to shut this motherfucker down ASAP. Now this man ain't do shit wrong. He arrived early because he wanted to dump his shit early, not knowing that it was a certain time that you gotta enter this motherfucker to dump your shit. Then they sent him to the back of the line just because they didn't like the color of his skin. And then when he entered, they treated him like this? Man, get the fuck out of here. Shut this motherfucker down.
All black truck drivers, no loads to North Carolina, man. No loads. Decline them. Decline them. And the ones that live in North Carolina, I know you got to do what you got to do. No loads to North Carolina. Look up all sundown towns, no loads to them. If you just look at your paperwork and you get your sundown town map out. They got one out right now. No loads to it. We're going to show them you can't eat without truckers. You're going to need only your kind for the trucking. Since y'all want to play these games and we out here feeding y'all, we the ones that make this thing go around. Truckers. It don't matter what color, this should never happen.
You racist, selfish, sad case of a company. Y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. We not going for it. Y'all keep thinking y'all gonna be racist, ain't gonna be no accountability. Y'all better be damn sure I'm gonna talk about this. TBD dump site in Clyde, North Carolina. You think we gonna let this go unaccounted for? You think you can just be racist just because you want to? And ain't nobody gonna say nothing about it? Well, my name is Keem. I do motivational content on TikTok, and you know I'm gonna address it. Let's talk about real-time racism. Clyde, North Carolina, it looks like y'all gonna be held accountable for that company now. On June 28, 2025, black truck driver just doing his job, delivering his load. He was just delivering mulch, gets targeted. I mean, as soon as he arrived, he was targeted, intimidated, and attacked by TBD dump site, owned by two base developers. And the man in the center of this, a racist. They say his name is Andrew Ferguson. Caught on video, caught in the act, and it's just about time that the world sees him. This driver shows up early to do his job. One of the employees said, no problem, we'll open soon at 6:30. Driver's just doing his job, he waits. Just 15 minutes before the gate open, immediately the owner shows up, the owner's son. The owner's son pulls up and tells the driver, because you was the first in line, you gotta go all the way around and get to the back of the line. Basically, everybody goes in front of you because you're black. Just because they got the power to do it. Because the hate in their chest. Immediately, the driver felt uncomfortable. But what he did, because he in Clyde, North Carolina, he just did what they said. But he already knew it was some bullshit. From what he's saying, they had a back and forth, and I'm assuming they had to. Because ain't no damn way I came in early and I gotta go all the way back around. But you know what? Eventually he did it. Went around in just 20 minutes of waiting. Never was said, the son decides to leave, come back with 5 dudes with pistols hanging out the window, and walks up to the truck and says, where's my phone? What? Now they trying to come up with some type of accusations against him about stealing the phone. This man is delivering mulch. They go back and forth for about 30, 40 minutes. Till this black driver realizes he's just not safe, and he ain't gonna be able to get out there, so he lets them search his truck. They run cameras back, they search the truck, they find nothing. Then all of a sudden they found their phone on the floor. Yeah, right. I ain't tell you, he went to go get his daddy. Pulls up, check everything. He's clear. He goes to go do his job. Of course you know he has to get out the truck, right? It seems like that was all they was waiting for. So in this video, you can hear in his voice, he was scared. Running back to his truck with his little dog in his hand. Puts the truck in drive and tries to leave. They take 2 bulldozers and block him in. Now he got nowhere to go. Craziest part about this situation, they flipped his trailer. I can only imagine how terrified he is. Telling him to get in his truck before something happens to him. And look, if y'all watch this video, y'all gonna see how terrified this man was. It don't matter how tough you is, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. He's repeatedly saying, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Because you know that's all they wanna hear. They tipped this man's truck over. Craziest part about this situation, the sheriff pulled up. He doesn't even want to hear anything this man has to say. It's all on video, you can see it. This driver was scared to move. They said that something's gonna happen to him. In the video, the sheriff even assaulted his dog. Slammed the door on the little 2-month-old dog. Even let them know they was gonna lock him up. TBD dump site needs to be shut down. TBD dump site needs to be held accountable. That sheriff needs to be fired. You don't get to flip trucks and pull pistols and think nothing's gonna happen. Y'all thought just because he was alone? Well, he's not no more. All this over your skin color. All this because of his skin color? I tried to scare him and break him, and it didn't work. And now you're gonna be held accountable. And if nobody told you, remember Chemo told you, stay motivated? Tag TBD dump so we can get them canceled. So we can get them shut down. So somebody can be held accountable. And also tag the NAACP. Because something about to happen. We ain't letting this go.
With the knowledge you gain, break away from the chains. We helping you grow the Black Therapy Show. We in a safe space, dealing with the black trauma. We unpacking and inspecting all our baggage and drama. Cause we gotta unite, no more killing each other. It's time to see a new future for my sisters and brothers. You know it, Kevin, Carl, and Tiffany. You'll have an epiphany. We'll give you everything you need to handle the enemy. We're giving you empathy, we gon' challenge you mentally. The right conversation so you grow exponentially. We built your penitentiaries, we built all your schools. Gave us brainwash education, just making us fools. Hatred was what we got in exchange for love. No more manipulation from our God above. No, it's Carl, Kevin, and Tiffany. Now welcome to the Black Therapy Show. Let's go.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Black Therapy Show. We're here every Sunday, 7 p.m. Today we have a very, very special guest. I watch his TikTok videos, and I love what he had to say, and I love his content, so we have him on the show today, Mr. Man of the Original God. The video I just showed, videos were of a black truck driver in North Carolina who was, as you see, obviously harassed. His truck was tipped over, and he was pretty much cussed out. As the brother said in the video, they came back with guns. They accused them of stealing their phone. It's not about the dump site the um or the harassment. It seems to be a pattern. I don't know if it's a pattern. I was talking to Tiffany earlier. I said this getting more happening more in America, or it's just now we have phones, we have cameras, you can videotape. Just imagine what it was like back in the day, back in the Jim Crow days, back in the days of the civil rights movement. Just imagine what would have been caught on the phone. But my question is, and the title of the show today is actually Angry White Men. They stole everything, but still not happy. And a lot of the videos I'm seeing on social media is, why are white men so angry? What is it about us that pissed them off so much? Do they want a race war and winner take all? Is that what they're hoping for? Seriously, I wonder, what do they want? What do you want? You know what I mean? Like, nothing we can ever do or say, or if we build our own little towns, they destroy it. If we, you know what I mean? No matter what. So I'm going to go to our guest first, man of the original God, which he explained to us. The name comes from Islam, something to do with Islam. But I'm going to go to our guest first. And what do you think is going on in America right now?
Well, if you go off on the surface, it looks like a race war, but you got to also look at the hidden hand. Like, this is how they control America, and we're like in the fall of America. So no one, if you can keep the people fighting each other, you can stay in power longer. So it's kind of like Lyndon B. Johnson said, if you can convince the poorest white man that he's better than the black man, you will always have him on his team. So that's kind of like what the powers that be are manipulating white people, and white people are really not seeing their situation. They're blaming everyone else but the people who they should be blaming, because we don't control the economy. We don't control their jobs or their poverty. But if the people in control are saying it's the black people are taking your jobs. How can you take a job? That's the first thing someone has to think about. How can you take a job? Someone has to give you that job. But if you convince that I'm taking your job and you don't go after the real person, you're going to blame black people. This is what you have. White people have misplaced anger. Your anger should be at the government, not black people. We don't really have. You're angry at people who don't have anything. We're barely surviving in this country, and you're mad at us. Like, why are you mad at us? We don't control anything in the country. We don't control anything in the country, but you always find a way to take your anger out on us. And you probably can see it. Like, when we move in our neighborhood, when we move in their neighborhoods, you got to think how they feel. Like, damn, 400 years I done oppressed these people, and now they live right beside me. Or if they go to work and they see one of us as the boss, look how you can see where the anger comes from, because all that we have been through in this country, and you ain't destroyed us yet. Wouldn't you be mad if you done did everything to these people and you haven't destroyed them yet? They keep coming, they keep multiplying, they keep finding ways to succeed. But their anger is misplaced. They need to be angry at the people who created the situation and not us.
Yeah. Kevin, I mean, like I said, I've asked this question before on the show, what would make these people happy? He's man of God, original God said, misplaced anger. But they've been angry for what, 400 or 500 years now. I mean,
Carl, I don't know the right answer for that, man. I think because we're in a situation where we don't know. Remember, we talked about this before. Muhammad Ali said, if there's 10,000 snakes coming at you and all of them don't want to bite you, right? You don't know which ones want to bite you. You know what I mean? So we're in this situation now where we live in America. We don't know the bad from the good. Now, what we have the bad showing us who they are, but we don't know if that's the majority or the minority at this point. You know what I mean? But what we need is for those who don't subscribe to this uh, um, behavior is to step up their game, because we can't. I don't think we can win this fight alone. That's just my opinion. I think, I think if there are 50 million or 30 million white folks who aren't racist, who say, "Hey, man, enough of this bullshit. We want to live together in this country, as together." Uh, if they step up their game, then this probably can end. That's if it's that many. I don't know if it's that many. I'm just
I was about to
throwing.
say you're doing too much.
I throw a number out there, right? So I don't know what the number is. What I do know is that think that if we just keep thinking that, it's hard to say, man. I don't know, Carl. You know what I'm saying, though. I'm just saying I don't know. I think it should. I think it got to be everybody just coming together saying we don't want this type of America, and not just us, because we've been saying this for 400 years. Since we've been saying this for 200 years, since
But
Jim Crow.
we never
So we don't
asked
want
for
this
it.
type of America, right? So
Yeah,
we
we
don't want
never
this type of
asked
America.
for it.
Yeah,
We never asked for it or initiated it. They started a
exactly.
lot of this. It's very sad that what that young man, and he's not the only one. And it hurts me because I'm a black woman to see our black men have to go through that. I got afraid for him. I have nephews. You understand, I have y'all that I worry about when y'all travel and y'all go to these places where your spirit is not evil. Half these people that you're going to, these sections and these areas, they are not nice. And he was just coming there to do his job and leave. And you see right in there. So now we have to be, how can you say, they have to really have a green book for our black drivers, for our black truckers, because there's also another trucker that came up missing, that they're looking for also, where they know these certain towns I'm not going into. I'm sorry, I'm not going into. As soon as he came up there and felt the energy was off, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would have called whoever's in charge. Listen, the energy is off up here. I feel uncomfortable. I feel safe. I feel unsafe. And also, what was wrong with him coming a little early? Only thing they had to tell him, well, you have to wait on the side until it opened, and that is it. How y'all make him go all the way in the back of the bus? Okay?
He didn't do anything wrong, Tiffany. He didn't do anything wrong.
No, he followed every procedure he's supposed to do, and he was still respectful. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, sir. After all of them is screaming at him, hollering at him, I felt like I was in a 1960s white KKK screaming at black people.
You
So
are.
I just
That's what you
but
saw.
it's just really sad that we have to see that, and really, because that's like trauma to me. I'm gonna be honest, it's like trauma to actually see that this is still going on, and they tipped over his truck. Like, that's very scary. You understand what I'm saying? And then you assaulted the dog. Where's the ASPC? All of the animal rights. I mean, come on, just for going to drop off, a load, and to have to, and then was accused of stealing. Did y'all hear that? Stealing. Y'all always think we stealing? This man came all the way up there with some woodchucks to steal from y'all? Come on, y'all doing too much. So yes, that company, I'm glad that you posted the company with blasting them. They need to blast them. Also, the name of the construction company is the Wrights Brothers Construction Company in North Carolina. That should be taken a toe too, because they were off the hook. They was just rude and disrespectful. And black men, please be safe out there. Please be careful. If you get that thing in your stomach, please get away, because they will be quick to kill us and say we killed our damn self. And I'm just happy that he got out safe, because he could have been buried out there. That's how evil and demonic these people are thinking and working on that type of level. And while we're still having racism, it's because they are afraid of us. They are very jealous of us. They're very intimidated by us. And yes, we keep going and we keep going. And we make sure we fight hard. We work hard. Our children go to school. We don't do nothing. We just want people to leave us alone. That's it.
I mean, this we did a show last week where we talked about the whites only town that they're building in Hollywood,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean that how can we is it possible we can actually separate the people who want to be separated? You know what I mean? Like if they want to build their own town and they want to live a separated life, I think that's the way to go.
Listen,
Because
they can get ahead. We don't, to be honest with you, it's so bad because they came from a town of 82 to 85% white. Y'all only got 25 black people in your town and you still feel intimidated. So let them go to their, what you gonna, so I want them to be the blueprint. So when we start our black towns, they better not come for us. That's it.
now the scary thing about that video is Kevin sent me a video about black, and there I saw videos of black truck drivers coming up missing.
Yeah.
And can you imagine if there was no cameras around and it was just him and those men? What could have happened to him?
Yeah, because it's now being on how can you say it's on a it's giving us a platform. The cameras on our phone. It's just you are able to focus. But think about it. Still, when we have it on the camera, they still say, "Oh, he was wrong. He should have just backed up. He should have just left. He should have just listened to the white men." You understand what I'm saying? Regardless to what, it's like you damn if you do, you damn if you don't. But I'm glad we do have our cameras.
Yeah. All right. Here's a video of some people talking about the black truck drivers that are coming up missing.
Hey, let's talk about these black truckers that are coming up missing and fucking being unalived and being found unalived and shit. I've heard so many people say it, but in all reality, who the fuck else can stop a truck? Think about this shit. A truck is taking anything in its path out, period, point blank. No cars are stopping it, no matter they pull up guns, nothing. A semi is not being taken out by nothing but emergency lights. It's the only fucking reason they're stopping. It's these corrupt ass state troopers on the interstates and on the highways, or these weird ass fucking backwood hick sheriffs that's pulling them the fuck over and doing whatever to them because they're fucking indigenous chosen Americans. Hey man, if you drive an 18-wheeler right now and you one of my black and brown brothers and sisters, one of my indigenous brothers and sisters, one of my chosen brothers and sisters, be motherfucking careful. You better have that motherfucking hey, period. If you don't have that motherfucking on you, get that bitch, period. Or just stop driving altogether. I know you got to make money, but listen, everything's about to change anyway. So don't worry about that. You will be provided for. You are a chosen one, an indigenous chosen one at that. I'm so sick of seeing all the brutality and all the fucking fatalities that are happening in my black and brown chosen indigenous Americans. Like, this shit's bullshit. I don't like it at all, and I'm not here for it. So when we hear about it, man, we gonna start coming together for real. And you truckers, I'm talking to all you truckers right now. If you drive a big rig and you a trucker, come together, man. Hey, start riding in groups, start riding in teams, so there's somebody there, so that when shit does go down, there's at least two of you. Or start having convoys, start doing something. I know you really can't in a way, but try to do what you can, because this is bullshit, man. I'm tired of them taking my black and brown chosen brothers and sisters. I'm really tired of it. I'm sick of fucking seeing it. I'm sick of hearing about it. I'm sick of it. It's time we fucking do something about this shit. This corrupt ass government, this corrupt ass police. I'm sick of all of it, man. We really gonna start putting all you bitches on notice, man. And it is not a game. I don't give a fuck. Talk all this shit, motherfucker. Oh, hey, you motherfuckers don't know shit. Real, recognize real, you hear me? And actions always speak louder than words. Yeah, I'm on this TikTok app rapping, but let me tell you something. Y'all bitches don't know me in real life. I'm really about that, and I'm really gonna go through there. All this shit I'm talking about, I'm preaching about, I'm really living in real life behind this stupid fucking phone screen. It's not a game, man. I'm standing up, and I stand up all day, man. Hey, listen, all you gotta do is ask about me, you hear me? Ask about Big G Money, baby. Ashe.
You know that truck driver was found sitting at the base of a tree. He was hung. I hope y'all do understand by now who is stopping these people. I have seen brothers that look like they could be in WWE wrestling matches, too big for anybody to stop them and make them do anything. And just like I had a lot of people misunderstand what I meant by stop complying when that brother got his windows broke out because he closed his door and shut his door, because by now we know that police have ill intentions toward us. Please wake up, because you know who is stopping these truck drivers? The only way that these men are getting out with their log books missing from their truck and things like that is the police. This is the only way that most of these men are being hung because they comply. They comply when they see a police officer. They get out of the car. They get the officer what the officer wants. But the officer's intentions are to take that man's life. This is what I mean when I say stop complying. I was so misunderstood when I said what I said, but I said it for these very reasons. They are the ones involved with making y'all come up missing, strange fruiting y'all from trees. I promise you, just think about it. It's the only logical explanation for why all these black men are suddenly getting caught that's too big to be stopped by anybody. They being ambushed. Once the police stop them, they do what they did to Emmett Till. Because Emmett Till's killers had the police escort. So them Klansmen be right there waiting to take those men and dangle them from trees. Y'all need to hold something against these trucking companies. Make these people in these sundown towns starve. Bring nothing to their Walmart. Bring nothing to their grocery stores. This is how you protest this. So there'll be no need to comply because they should not be brought supplies. I'm telling you how to fight back.
So basically, do we need to be on higher alert? I was going to say on high alert, but I think we already on black people are already on high alert. I know Kevin and I talk about all the time when we go shopping how we, my head's on a swivel. I'm always looking, to see some crazy person come and start shooting. But I'm thinking maybe we need to be on higher alert because it seems like there's actually a video of a brother saying that the police, have you never heard about this on the news? He did a video that's 10 minutes long, but I'm just going to show you a few minutes, but a few seconds really. There was a group of white men who were trying to plan, their plan was to kill 30,000 black people, and they said apes.
That happened after the Cincinnati brawl. He wound up getting caught, some white guy, and his name is Hannah or something. He was coming up with something with a militia to kill 30,000 people by today, black people.
Yeah.
And he put it on the internet.
Yeah,
and that's what got him, and they locked him up. Yes. That was because
a
of the
white man has been arrested for saying he want to unalive 30K black folks. 30K black folks. His name is Scott Hanna. He been arrested. He just got arrested for trying to unalive 30K black people. He said the reason he want to do this is because the government won't take out the trash. This is what he said, word from word, verbatim.
Yeah. So, man of the original God, do you think we need to be on higher alert? Do we need to be more vigilant? Do black people need to arm themselves? Do we need self-defense classes? Do we need to teach our kids to pay attention? Or you don't think it's that serious?
I would say this. This is clearly black people's fault. It's been 400 years.
Yeah.
We're on these shows asking to be better treated slaves. Not one person has been on these shows. You see these videos, you see the white man, he's talking solidarity and all of this stuff. We've been through this stuff. We've been through the solidarity phase with white people, and we see what happened. They gave us civil rights, took all our stuff, and then they took the rights they gave us. It's time for black people to do something for themselves. Now, what do y'all want to go, if we want to go through this another 50 years, because what we're doing is we're expecting these people to change. That's what we keep doing. We're expecting these people to change, and they haven't changed. This ain't nothing new. Just because we got cameras and phones, they've been doing this stuff since we have been in their presence. They have been doing this stuff. They have never changed, and we're the foolish ones thinking, oh, they're going to change because they took a knee with some kente cloths in the White House. They came down to Chicago and they came and talked to us. We keep falling for that. And we can do everything. We can be on a heightened level. We can do all of this stuff. But it's never going to end until black people decide we're going to do something for ourselves. we're going to build something for ourselves and we're going to protect it. But until we get in that frame of mind state, we're always going to go through this. We're just going to be, if you really think about it, it's more of them than it is of us. So logically, it's not in our best interest to go to war with these people because there's more of them than it is of us. We have a $1.3 trillion spending power, and we spend that money foolishly. We're the only people, especially black men, who are asking another man to come build our community. You don't see the Chinese, the Mexicans, anybody else asking the white man to come build schools, build houses, build businesses. While we are. So until we're in a different type of frame of mind to say, look, man, we're tired of this. You're never going to change. We're going to go do for ourselves. We're going to start business for ourselves. We're going to do everything we're going to start doing for ourselves. We should be that white town that they building. We should take a key from them and go build our own town. Take the like-minded black people and we go start our own stuff because it's never going to change. We keep appealing to these people. Like Malcolm said, you appealing to a people morally who don't have morals. So it's never going to change. It's never going to change.
Yeah, he's 100% right. He's 100% right. We've been fighting and arguing and going through this and seeing this for years. You know, again, I tell you, when I sit and watch the TV and see the police brutality, my brother was killed in 91 by the police. 91. We're still in 2025 seeing the same thing over and over again. So what is that telling you? They do not care. They been do not care. And it's 2025 and they still is going to continue. And they're teaching their children to feel the same way about us. Yes, we do have our white allies. Don't get it twisted. And it's going to take them to actually talk to their people, because I'm not talking to no white people on how to treat me. I don't give a fuck. I don't mess with you. You don't mess with me. But it's going to take white people, other white people, to talk to their white brothers and sisters and school them.
Yeah. So I'm going to reiterate what Man of the Original God said. You are absolutely 100% correct on that. And I have a saying, I always say, they are who they are. They're never going to change. And we keep waking up day after day, hoping and pleading with them, to like us or to love us or to treat us better. And, let's hold hands, sing Kumbaya. Come on. God wants us to love him. All that. People don't have that in them. They don't have that in them. And we keep appealing to them, and they just keep showing us. They've been showing us, and I know I'm repeating what you said, brother. The last 400 years, they have been consistent with their evilness. Consistent for the last 400 years.
Yeah,
so
consistent.
To make the next 50 years any different?
Yeah, you telling the truth. But also now we got our African brothers and sisters and our Caribbeans kissing their behinds now, thinking it's okay, having children with them, dealing with their abuse. Oh, the white man is good. And we're saying to them, no, they're not. You better watch them. Some are good, some is not. So it's like we have to stick together. We need to, like you said, build our own. And if they can go over there and build their own white towns and do what they do, which they already had their own white towns, I don't know what they're doing. But when we start creating our own and stop making it a world platform, do it on ourselves. You think the Asians and all of them is going out there, oh, I'm going to build this, or I'm going to buy this next property, I'm going to do this. They're not doing that. We're the only one. We need to redirect ourselves and, like you said, start building on our own.
Yeah. I mean, we are the answer to all the problems. We are the answer. You know what I mean? But I mean, I saw comedian Bernie Mac. I know. Kevin has seen this. Bernie Mac ended the show with a joke. Well, it was kind of a joke, but there was a serious message in there where Bernie Mac said there were 3 people that were trying to get into heaven: a Chinese, a Latino, and a black man, and they had to ask God a question that he couldn't answer. And the Chinese man asked a question, and God answered it. The Latino asked God a question, God answered it. The black man went up and whispered, asked God a question, and God couldn't answer it, so he got into heaven. And the joke was, what could you possibly ask God that he didn't know? And what he asked God was, when are black people going to stick together? So yeah, we talk about unity. You know what I mean? There's lots of us that preach unity, but do we see unity? You know, I'm a big believer, and if you're black and you make some money, you need to help other black people. I'm a huge believer in that. I do what I can on a smaller scale, but obviously the black people with the millions and the billions of dollars, they don't feel the same. You know, we talked about it on the show before, where Jewish people help each other, Chinese people help each other. You know what I mean? The Indian people help each other. We all know how did all these Indians accumulate all these gas stations? No matter where you go in America, you walk into a gas station, there's an Indian person behind the counter. Can we be mad at them? How does it happen? They all get together, they buy one gas station, right? 10 of them, maybe, I don't know, 20, whatever. Then once that gas station starts to make money, they take the money from that gas station, open another one, give it to one of the 20. And they do that and they keep doing that. When that one makes
And they
money,
get loans too. They get loans. They get loans that we don't get. And you know why they get loans? Because if they mess up or get caught out there and do something, they can be shipped right back to their country. They can't do that to us.
can't fine. You can say yeah they get loans, but that's not the huge part of it. The part of it you have to pay attention to is that 20 people came together and decided to work on something. You can't get 20 black people to come together and you know what I mean? That's what the brother was saying. Like we until we can come together as one and do stuff, that's our own downfall. You know, we can
I
talk.
think that we're just brainwashed, that we need to be deprogrammed, you know, because we so much against each other when we really need to be for each other.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I get the brainwash thing in the beginning, but in 2025, I don't think we can be talking brainwash, can we? In 2025?
No, you have a lot of people that they're comfortable in their dysfunction. They okay with it. You understand what I'm saying? So they would be the ones, the houses that would turn on the field ones. So no, I mean, come on, you have a lot of people that's closed-minded. Come on, you're finding out now on the internet that white people and other people of other cultures is starting to learn about Black history or what was really going on because they wasn't taught that. They wasn't taught to even care about us or know what was going on or what was our walks of life. You even said it. You didn't know a lot of this stuff was going on till you got here. So no, it's a lot of people that are very ignorant to a lot of things and they're not finding out until now. That's why they said the wise don't know nothing. You learn now.
There's a video trending on social media right now with Tom Hanks. The actor Tom Hanks, yeah, he's talking about Tulsa, Oklahoma. And he's like, he's been taking history class all through school, through elementary school, junior high school, high school, college. And he was never taught about Tulsa, Oklahoma. And he's upset about it. He's like, how the F do we don't know about this? You know, like, this is not taught in the schools. Like, we're taught about all this stuff, but nobody knows about Tulsa, Oklahoma. Like, so, you know, so he was like, he called it BS. You know, like, how come we're not being taught about this race massacre that happened in Tulsa? You know,
You already know because they don't want to make the
I'm in my
white
60s and I'm just finding this out. That's, you know, that's basically what he's saying. I'm in my 60s and I'm just hearing about this, you know, and that's also a lot of Black people didn't know about Tulsa, Oklahoma, right? Until a few years ago.
Because
You
it's
know, so
not taught. It's not put in the history books because they do not want to make people feel guilty and they don't want to make Black people mad. I told you I went to the slave plantation. Half those people that is from down, they didn't even know it was there. I went to Texas. They didn't even know there's a burial ground out there with 10,000 slaves in there. And it could be all their ancestors. But they don't know that because they're not taught that. It's a control thing. They want to control the narrative. And that's why the white man is mad because now we're starting to get in a brain. We're listening, we're watching, we're learning. They don't want that. They're losing control. So when they lose control, what they do, they start acting out. Get your ass over here, nigga. I hate you. Get those step out that goddamn car. Like talk to you any kind of damn way.
Can I say something about Tulsa, Oklahoma? The thing about Tulsa, Oklahoma is, and most of our history paints us as victims. Like, instead of teaching our people, we can focus on the massacre, but let's focus on how they got Tulsa, Oklahoma. They got Tulsa, Oklahoma, like by I forgot the brother's name is escaping me, but he was like he was like a P Diddy, Jay-Z. He was a millionaire who bought land and started selling it to Black people, and they don't want people don't want to go over that part of the story because now that puts pressure on the LeBron Jameses, the millionaire, the P Diddy's, the Jay Z's. Because if this was a millionaire back in 1913 who decided to buy land and sell it to black people when they developed this town, what can these brothers do with $2.5 billion? The Oprahs, the Jay Z's, the Robert Johnson, like paying tuition for college people at Morehouse. That's good. That's good. But that's like giving a man a fish. And we all know if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. But if you teach a man how to fish, he'll eat forever. So why don't you help us buy houses? Because houses is wealth. Help us start businesses. Don't pay for my tuition. Yeah, I can start off not in debt, but you're still telling me to go out and get a job. And then they're not telling you the part where BC Franklin, after they tried to take Tulsa, Oklahoma, after it got bombed, he fought for 10 years to rebuild Tulsa, Oklahoma. He fought as a lawyer. What we need to teach our kids, if you could be a lawyer in 1913, when the most racist, or 1920, in the most racist era of America, why can't you be a lawyer now? See, they don't want to take the stories of victory. They want to teach us the stories of victimhood. After BC Franklin fought and they rebuilt Tulsa, Oklahoma. They don't tell us that part that they rebuilt Tulsa, Oklahoma. They don't want to tell us, like they champion the civil rights movement. They champion integration. And if I offend anybody, I'm sorry. But this is my point on civil rights and integration. It was just a transference of wealth. It was the worst thing that ever happened to us. We should have never, ever integrated. We should have never, ever entered the civil rights movement. Why would you want to go to a place? And this boggles my mind. Why would I want to go eat at a restaurant? Even if they said I had to come to the back door, why do I want to eat there? That's how you talk about brainwash. That's how brainwashed we was. You are asking these people telling you got to go to the back door to give them your money, and you're doing it.
I think two parts to that, bro. We agree with you. I think everybody on this panel agrees with you. And I think Dr. King, the head of the civil rights, agrees with you because he said in a private conversation with Harry Belafonte, I believe I've led my people into a burning house. So he was regretting just what you said. The whole he fought for. I think what he was looking at from understanding, he was saying that there was better schools in white neighborhoods. There was better food, better grocery stores, better. So his whole thing was, we can get some of that pie, some of that apple pie, we'll live better. And so he was meaning good without thinking what you just said, that it ain't going to work because they don't like you. So he wanted us to integrate just so we could have better, stuff, because, we weren't getting that in the hoods, right, that we were living in. But he regretted it because he admitted it to Harry Belafonte, which Harry Belafonte said, Dr. King told me in a private conversation, I effed up. I think I messed up by integrating my people with these people. I think I put my people into a burning house. So, yeah, I mean, we're kind of on the same page with that. So you're not offending anybody. We're kind of on the same page with that. And I think Dr. King, like he said, at the later end of his life, he kind of regretted it also. Yeah.
They did say that he regretted it, and then he started, trying to move towards economics, and that's when his ass, that's when they took him out.
Yes,
But
of course.
yeah, I believe that we were better off separated because we had to create it. But then remember, when you create your own, you have to buy your own. And what the system was run by white people. You think they was going to give us anything to make us better? No, they wasn't. So regardless to what, yes, it wasn't a good idea for us to do that, but I understood why they had to do it. So now we have the opportunity and the money, the ends and the wins to be able to do it on our own. Why not we do it there? And like you said, yes, we have enough celebrities. and people to be able to do this. But again, I tell anybody, and I have told the panel, for some reason, I think in their contracts, it is said we cannot help the inner youth. We cannot help our people to keep our money. And they chose to keep their money. This is why they're not helping, because we supposed to have been had our own communities or put together. Or maybe they're not properly organized. They don't have nobody to organize it properly. I don't know. We could have been so much further with the celebrities and the influential people that we have today.
Well, I mean, I think there might be something to what you're saying, Tiffany, that these black celebrities with these millions and billions, they must have signed some kind of contract or set or promised somebody something that we're never going to help our own people.
Mm-hmm.
I remember we talked about Damon John, the guy who started FUBU, who's worth
For us by us. Mm-hmm.
worth over $400 million. And when DMX died, Louis Farrakhan tweeted something about the funeral because Louis Farrakhan did the eulogy for DMX, and they liked what Louis Farrakhan. He just liked it, and the Jewish people went crazy calling him anti-Semitic because he liked a tweet from Louis Farrakhan, and he took his tweet down and apologized to the Jewish people. This guy is worth $400 million. And a man that's worth 400 had to apologize. Like that makes it, but like you said, there must be something. There's got to be, there have to be something.
Yeah, they're controlled, and this is why they're not helping or assisting us. You know, they are controlled.
Yeah,
Well, because I think you want to keep your money, you want to keep your power status. I mean, we saw what happened to Kanye West, right? He went from being a billionaire, and then when he started saying things about Jewish people, they went after him. He lost all his contracts. Last I heard, he's somewhere worth about $400 million right now, right?
I was about to say, he still got money.
That's a lot of money, right? But I'm sure he'll prefer to be a billionaire instead of worth $400 million. I can't comprehend that because I don't have that type of cash. I'm just saying he went from being a billionaire to $400 million. And I just heard that Diddy's network is down because Diddy, when he was arrested, was a billionaire. He's down to about 400 million right about now.
Well, listen, when you put when you're a man with money and you put yourself in a position, that's how they get you. They get you in your pockets.
So basically what we're saying then is that we are doomed. Like if we can be bought, there's nothing. I mean, we're doomed.
Can I say this?
Yes, you can.
With Kanye West, the problem was when Kanye West started speaking up, his own people turned on him. Black people turned on Kanye West. And you got to look at like these people are like, if I stick up when Kyrie did what he did, we didn't support Kyrie. We should have, we have to understand our power. The same power the Jews have, we have. But we don't use our power like the Jews. LeBron James tweeted out, "I'm getting Jewish money." The Jews went to the NBA and said, "Nah, he can't say that. Y'all got to do something. Either y'all suspend him or make him apologize." LeBron James apologized, and they arrested 21 Savage the next weekend. They arrested 21 Savage the next day on immigration papers, and he had to spend the whole weekend apologizing. But we, as Black people, we don't protect our image because 3 rows down from where he said, "I'm getting Jewish money," he said something about, "I'm unaliving Black people." I don't know what I can say on your podcast. I don't want to get your counsel. But he said that. So, but we as Black people, we have to, one, protect our image. If we can shut BET down today, if BET wants to, okay, you want to show all of this, you want to show us fighting all this, we'll shut you down. 2, we have to, when these people stick up, we have to be right there to have their back. When Louis Farrakhan stuck up for Jesse Jackson, if it wasn't for the Nation of Islam, no Black person had his back. All the Black people was like, "Oh yeah, they was wrong for saying that. They shouldn't have said that." But we as Black people, we have to stand up when people stand up for us. Our people are not going to stand up. No one wants to be crucified by themselves. So Kanye West, yeah, some of that stuff might have sounded crazy, but he was telling the truth. Everything Kanye West was saying was the truth.
Yeah. And Kyrie Irving, we all stood by him on this channel because you shouldn't have a issue. Nobody should have an issue with him tweeting something that he watched or he liked. That's his personal thing. But when you are signed to the man and you have contracts, it's certain things that you cannot say. You cannot do. The same thing with what's his name? Nick Cannon when he bought Professor Griff up there. He was the one doing all the talking. Okay, Professor Griffin just sat there and just listened to him, but they wound up canceling him and he had to go on an apology tour. They felt like, how you gonna go on a platform that we own and tell us what we did to you and we giving you money? That's your reparations, okay? And what he had to do, he had to go on an apology tour. So my thing is, us people, listen, leave the war about self-love in us. We over here online fighting against our African brothers and sisters and Western brothers and sisters. When to be honest with you, we got the same enemy, and that's white supremacy. And we need to start building ourselves and stop fighting against each other.
Yeah. Black Magic on YouTube said something interesting. It said, we as a community focus way too much on celebrity. There are black people right now who are not celebrity doing things. That is true, but celebrities have the cash that can do a lot more, and but of course they don't have the same mindset as regular people. But it definitely would help, And I'll bring up Dr. Umar. He's talking about his school, and people are making fun of him, and because he's been building this school for, I don't know, last decade or more, and I always say, why don't we help him? Ask him, do you need pens? Do you need books? Do you need computers? You need laptops? What do you need? And you don't have to give him money, but we don't do that. We just talk about him and laugh at him and make fun of him. And I don't agree with that.
It is sad, Carl, because if you see what's going on now on the internet about Umar, he done lost I think his accounts got somebody stole money from him. He's going in on a girl. Like, they really going in on him. And you know how much these content creators is making money or for going in on him when we have other pressing issues that we need to be dealing with. I mean, my God, they would say your own people would tear you down before anybody else would tear you down. It's just real sad. God bless him and everybody else.
Okay, so what's up, Pam? Pamela Jones said, and when community organizations don't have private money as a majority of their revenue and rely heavily on government money, we lose self-determination. They operate at the whim of the government. Yeah, when we don't have our own money, government, you know what I mean?
You ask the government, they ask you have restrictions on the money they give you. You can't do this, you can't do that, or you can't do that. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah, but the $1 million question is, why can't a group of black people come together? What is it that stops us from coming together and doing stuff? I mean,
maybe we need to start something. We need to find some land, since you talk a lot about this. We need to find some land and start something. Help us and start saving up money and buy some land and start selling it off to black people. Since if you want to make a difference, everybody out here raising money, everybody doing all that. Why we can't do it then?
yeah, I mean, what's the saying? Oh, don't talk about it, be about it.
Yeah. So if we're gonna do that, because you always talking about a big building, you would love to have a big building with nothing but black businesses in it. So if that's the case, you got this platform, you're the owner of this platform, we need to start something. Go help our ass, okay? And put together some money and find some 10 to 15, maybe 50 acres to be able to put some black families on. Listen, you know.
Okay, Pamela Jones is saying, can we say that Magic Johnson is an exception when it comes to investing in the black community? All I've ever heard about, I'm not saying all I've ever heard is about Magic Johnson's theaters.
Yeah,
I don't know what else. I believe.
No, he owns a lot of stuff. I mean, look, all these guys own stuff. They all,
But
own.
is it for the black community? Not just
I
yours. Is
wouldn't
it?
know. Well, his theaters, I think, started out as a thing that only hired black people. I think, I don't know. I've been to a Magic Johnson theater in years, so I don't know who's working the popcorn right now. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, back in the day, yeah, it was that way. But he's done a lot in the black community. I mean, you know, all these guys employ people, man. All these, you know, we talk a lot about the athletes, the NBA players. I'm sure they all got businesses with black employees and stuff like that. You know, LeBron James, half of Akron, Ohio. A lot of them cats, man, got money now because of LeBron James pulled all his boys up that he, you know, came up with and gave them jobs and positions and stuff like that. And they're all now making their own millions and thousands and stuff like that. So guys who didn't have anything that probably wouldn't be eating good if it wasn't for LeBron James going back and grabbing his guys, you know, and giving jobs to them. And then they're in return giving jobs to other young black cats. So, I mean, it's a trickle down effect. Is it large enough to make a difference? I don't know. I mean, but it's being done in certain places and certain levels with certain people, you know? I mean, I don't think it can be done. I mean, look, LeBron James is rich, but he ain't that damn rich. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't have, somebody signs his checks. So he don't have the money of his bosses. You know what I'm saying? There's a white guy
Yeah,
that
he
signs
has
his
to be
checks.
careful too.
So if
He has
somebody
to be.
paying him, LeBron James a billionaire because somebody signs his checks. Just think how much money the guy that signs his checks have, right?
I
So
think about Jordan. What about Jordan? Jordan been making money off of black people in his sneakers for years. You know, what is his community outreach? I mean, we need life
well,
coaches,
we don't
mental
know though.
health.
We don't know what Jordan does. You know,
Well,
people
I don't know. I don't.
people ride Jordan
My
all the
thing
time.
is,
Say
I
he
don't
doesn't do
see
anything for
it.
the black community. We don't know that. We don't know what he does. Look, we didn't know until Prince passed and all this stuff started coming out that Prince was doing a lot of stuff, putting money and helping people, you know, and stuff like that. All these stories come out after he passed away about Prince putting his money into the black community, doing stuff for people. And we didn't know that while he was alive because he never bragged about it or talked about it. He was that type of dude, right? So we don't know what some of these people are doing behind closed doors.
And I
Like I
feel
said,
like
is it ever going to be enough? I don't think it's ever going to be enough because we, you know, we need more. So yeah, Shaquille O'Neal or Jordan or Steph Curry, we don't know what these guys do with their money to help. Maybe they ain't doing shit. They might not be doing nothing. We don't know. But I don't believe that. I think some of them are contributing their money in two positive ways for us. But you know, it's not going to change everybody's lives. You know, people got to go out and get their own grind on and change their own damn life, and you know,
That's
work
what I was
hard.
going to say. If we look at the white town that they're trying to build, which celebrities are helping them?
you
So
said
you
which
got
what?
to,
Well,
yeah,
they
which
have. I
celebrity?
think nobody, but we don't know. But
Exactly.
I think they have generational wealth. First of all, I don't buy into the white town thing. Let me make that clear. I think it's a publicity stunt. I think it's another attempt to make us angry. You know, ever since January 20th, this administration has been doing everything in their power to get us into these streets so they can put this martial law on us. And we haven't fell for any of it. You know, none of it. The attack on the Black Museum in D.C., the attack on this, attack on that. We've been getting attacked nonstop since January 20th, the Black community, by this administration. And all of it was to see if we can go out in these streets and redo summer of 2020. And we never fell for the okie doke. We never went back into the streets for summer of 2020 like we did with George Floyd and Breonna Taylor's murders. So I think Stephen Miller and Steve Bannon and all these fools and Trump and all these, I think all of them are frustrated because they go, what we got to do to get these guys out in these streets? Because at the bottom line, they wanted to put martial
You
law on
really
us.
thought that they thought that we was gonna get out in the streets because they started a white town? We don't care about that shit. I
But
don't
my
care about no white town. What I care about is that white man slapping that black guy, and they feel like we don't supposed to did anything. You understand, Carl? You need to get on that next shot, that next what's what, because that
Well,
Cincinnati thing was ridiculous.
let me say this about the white town. My point wasn't about the white town. My point is we as black people, us the black people, we have to start something. Then people will come help you. Because right now, if you don't, what do they have to pour their money into? If we start something and we're successful, people will help us. But if we don't start nothing, we can't keep begging people to, hey, come help us. What benefits do these people get out of it? There's no benefit in it for them. So if we wanted to start a town, like say if we started buying houses in Ohio, because houses are cheap in Ohio, our houses are cheap in Detroit. We start actually buying houses and we start fixing them up. Because you have to also understand, this is the other problem with black people. We don't have trust because all that has become before us has been thieves and robbers. Someone, we're going to do this. They steal the money, or they get in trouble, or they get killed, and the whole organization dies. So we have to start something and get something rolling, and then we can start asking people to help us.
People are
Then we can start
coming.
calling people out. But until we start something, we're asking these people to risk their lives for us. Really, you have to think about it. What purpose would LeBron James have or P. Diddy have to risk their lives for us? We have to risk our own, be willing to risk our own lives first. Then people will help you. Then people will come help us. We got to do something. We got to clean up our own streets. We got to go march in Chicago and LA, not march, but clean the streets up, get the brothers off the
I
street,
was
start
about to say,
supporting
yeah, you're
something.
right. Because I'm
So
not
that's the
marching
difference,
for
though. Back in with towns like Rosewood and Tulsa. And I'm just saying those ones because those are the popular ones. There's a lot of race massacres, a lot of black towns that were burned down back in the early 1900s. Those two are just famous, but there were over 3 dozen of them black towns that were burned down, where black people were living in these black towns and were living fruitful lives. I heard the lady who, I think she's still alive. I think she's like one of the last surviving members of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And she talked about the town had everything: theaters, bowling alleys, restaurants, banks. It had everything. And she said something that just blew me away. She says, "You know what the town didn't have?" And she was naming everything: the schools, restaurants, everything. It didn't have a jail because there was no crime amongst us.
Yeah, because it was a family orient. In Africa, they didn't have jails and stuff. You just
There
had to
was
be a
no
slave to somebody
jail.
else's
There was no
family. But
jail. Black
yeah, no
people back then
jails.
weren't beating each other over the head. They weren't hijacking each other. They weren't killing each other
No.
like now. So
Because we didn't have to do that. We had the whites busting us upside the head.
exactly. So now, like, how do we get these black towns together now? Because the thing I laughed about this all white towns, I already know white people can't get along with each other either. They pretend like they don't like us, but they can't get along either. I watch Dateline NBC
They
every Friday
sure
night. All
can.
they do is kill each other. You know.
And they need us too.
I watch Dateline NBC every Friday night. That's my show. That's my guilty pleasure. Snap, Dateline. All they do is kill each other on these shows. So, and
White
these are
on white
real life
crime.
stories. These aren't made up stories. This is real life TV cop stories. Dateline NBC. So they can't get along with each other either. So, and you get all the white towns you want, then they'll start killing each other because that's just they can't get along with each other. You know. So, but we have this problem now because drugs was put into our community, poverty in our community, you know, and all that
Yeah,
stuff has put us
mental
in
health
all that stuff has put us in a
issues.
position now where we're not the same people we were back in the early 1900s where we're on survival mode. You know, I walk past
We
black people every
always
day that
on
don't even. I
survival
walk by
mode.
black people every day. I go to the grocery store and I see black people, and they don't even speak to you, and they avoid eye contact, so you won't speak to them. There's no unity. You know, like back in the day, black people spoke to each other on the streets. But now today, you go out, you walk past 10 people in the grocery store, black people, and they're one I'm gonna say, "What's up, brother? What's up, sister?" Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get no hi, no nothing. Just look the other way. They'll
Mm-hmm.
speak to the white person before they speak to you.
Well, that's you ain't lying about that. But it was more friendly in the South for me. In the South, growing up in the South, everybody was, hey, how you doing? How your mama doing? How your family doing? Here in New York, they don't do so much of the greeting. You will have people that would say hello to you or whatever. But yeah, you're right. We don't have enough loving and unity. But again, look what we have been through over the years. We so hard to trust people, or try to make that next step. Everybody's being conniving. And that's something that we need to work on is self. Once we work on self and self-love, we'll be nice to others. And people, if you see people that's not being nice to others, don't be friends with their ass. Because I'm not being a friend of you if you're not nice to others, okay? That means you're gonna be not nice to me. But yeah, Carl. But Carl, we gotta talk about the Cincinnati.
All right, man of God. I mean, we're gonna move on to another topic. I know, brother, you want to stick around, or if you gotta go.
I have to go, but I want to just say this the last thing. I think what Sister said is true. Community and self-improvement is community improvement. You got to improve yourself before you talk about improving the community. Like, I think that's the biggest thing that hurts Black people, because we could build a nice Black town, but if we're going to act like we're acting nail toward each other, it's just going to get toward them. So we should start focusing on each other. But I would say, like, that thing with Cincinnati, and this should be the part Black people should focus on. Like, if we didn't believe this administration was against us, that Cincinnati should have proved it, because there was a Black man beat in Indiana by six white bikers.
Yeah.
JD Vance didn't come out and say nothing.
Yeah.
But they all came out, even the Black, can you use the word coon? That's the only word I can subscribe to. Even the Black coons on YouTube, the Officer Tatum, the Hedgehog twins, all these people made videos condemning those brothers, and they didn't make a retraction video to say this is what actually happened. JD Vance ain't came out and said, "Oh, we're sorry." That Indian senator. If you still have faith in politics as a Black person now, that's part of the problem. Democrat or Republican are not going to help us, and they come every time we do something. It's always our fault. We just supposed to be getting kicked around. Like, I don't know if y'all know. I'm sorry, I'll take too long. I'll end it. The story in Frisco, Texas, with the young boy, Carmelo Anthony story.
Oh yes.
They just expect us to keep allowing these people to put their hands on us, and we're just supposed to take it in and do nothing.
You know what it is too? Not to cut you off. They're not used to us fighting back. You understand? They're not used to us fighting back. They're so used to us slapping us, and then what they teach us in the Bible to turn the other cheek. But no, we're not doing that now. You're not going to be able to try to hurt me, and I'm not going to protect myself. I'm sorry.
Right, that's true. But we should demand, like, if you're going to make a statement about, retract your statement. Like, y'all just doing what y'all normally. Like I said before, they're not going to change. This is who they are. This is who they always going to be. So us expecting them to change is like insanity. Insanity is doing the same thing, expecting different results. I appreciate y'all letting me on your show. I didn't mean to take up a lot of time.
No, we appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us, brother. Pleasure meeting you.
You too.
All right. Yeah, all right. So we're going to move to the Indiana. This guy was a Russian white man, from what I heard.
Cincinnati, Ohio.
It was in Cincinnati, but he was a Russian immigrant. And he thought it was okay. Maybe it's okay in Russia to slap Black people. But listen, let me tell you something. What I would never, I always walk away from fights or any kind of interaction I get into with Black people in general. Two reasons, because we got a lot of pent up anger.
We got a lot of whoop ass in us. We be ready to whoop some ass.
I know a lot of people see Black people reacting and go, "Why did he react like that? All I said was good morning." Well, you know what I mean? It's just that was one good morning too much. You know what I mean? And then you just deal with so much shit every day that when you finally get to let it out, it comes out You know what I mean? A lot of whoop ass. So I don't get into fights or anything with black people for that reason, and because I think we all have the same common enemy. So why add to it? I go to my day and I try to make other black people's day as pleasant as possible, because we got enough shit to deal with. Basically, is what I'm saying. So I don't need to add to that. But here is Cincinnati. This was a jazz festival. There were some white people at this jazz festival. And apparently the news was there were a group of black people going around beating up white people. That was the narrative. But comes to find out that was not the case.
And on the video, he said, "You want to mess with these Russians?" And he smacked the first guy, you know. But it wasn't like they thugs. My child is in school. He had 5 kids. He's on the B honor roll in school. And he's not the thug that they put out in there to be.
Now, if you remember, Chief Terry Fiji said that anyone who used their hands to intend harm will be facing consequences no matter what side of the...
So I'm late to the party. I'm just finding out about this Cincinnati racial issues they got going on. Supposedly they said it's a hate crime. They said there was a white couple walking back to their car to leave downtown after a night of drinking, and they were just randomly assaulted by a group of black people, and they're calling it a hate crime. So I did some digging, and evidently they arrested these black people, and this is what they said in court.
Once the guy and said, "What are you doing?" That's when, and this clip does exist on social media, it doesn't paint the whole picture, this white individual reaches over, says, "That's your car," and slaps my client in the face.
Yeah, absolutely. Black people, white people of Cincinnati. This is not a hate crime. This is nothing to write about or argue about. This is stupidity. This is stupidity. Slapping somebody in the face in downtown Cincinnati, knowing you're inebriated with your lady, and then surprise you got knocked out and she got knocked out. Are y'all dumb? Are y'all dumb? That dude is too old to make that kind of mistake. Shoot, I wouldn't do. That's something I would have did when I was in my 20s. And then
So black people, what's up? What happened in Cincinnati? Okay, because the video that we seeing, it's not a good look. Somebody say y'all got a part 2. Y'all need to bring that part 2 out, because guess what? Y'all finna be up under the jail. Y'all finna be up under the jail. I always tell people this. Some stuff you just got to ignore. If somebody didn't touch you, I'm telling you, trouble is easy to get in and hard to get out of. The vice president have made a video, okay, about what happened out there in Cincinnati. I did see, I don't know what happened.
Gooney, no, Gooney, don't do that. Gooney, let him go, Gooney.
We're not some third world country. We're the country that people around the world look up to because we're a culture based on law and order. And at the end of the day, Will, this is common sense stuff. This shouldn't be Democrat versus Republican nonsense. This is about common sense of making sure that people feel safe when they go out to have a good evening in our cities. And a basic police presence. You think about this. In a city, in that area of Cincinnati, on a Friday night when there's a national music festival, when there's a sports game going on, it's common sense to have a greater police presence. And part of what we're seeing across the country is, I believe this is really just a symptom of that defund the police current that began 4 or 5 years ago.
Well,
the anti-cop policies that have spread across our cities. And I think that's why this struck a chord. If this was just a one-off incident, I don't think we'd be talking about it 4 or 5 days later. I think that this is not a one-off incident, but a symptom of a deeper cultural hostility to law enforcement that I think has to end in our states, and it's going to end in Ohio on my watch. I do think it takes strong leaders who are willing to speak that truth. That's not America.
And I haven't seen the full context, but what I saw is a mob of lawless thugs beating up on an innocent person, and it's disgusting. And I hope every single one of those people who engage in violence is prosecuted to the full extent of the law. And they will be. They will be so long as law enforcement in the state of Ohio takes their job seriously. I know Dave Yost cares a lot about these things. But yeah, I actually, you're right. Bernie did send me a clip of this, and we talked a little bit about it. I don't know the full context. I don't know how the fight started. But the one part that I saw that was really gruesome is you had a grown man who sucker punched a middle-aged woman. And where I come from, at least, when you have a grown man who sucker punches a middle-aged woman, that person ought to go to jail for a very long time. And
let me just say, the things that were done to those 2 white Russians pales in comparison to what was done to black people throughout the history of America. So, I mean, you slap somebody in the face, that's what you get.
In the middle of a jazz festival full of black people, you're gonna put your hands on somebody and get mad because you got the jazzy hands and feet on that ass? Listen, I don't condone violence. I don't at all. But something that I sent you, one of the council women said it all. They were begging for that ass whooping, okay? If they would have just kept on walking, they could have kept on. Because if you notice, you see it was one black guy that was breaking them up. It was like, listen, just stop. Just stop. Y'all been tussling back and forth. You know, they get white men wasted. When they get drunk, they feel like they strong like bull. So now you bothering them. Y'all going through the tussling and stuff. And the guy tried to stop. And then he went over and swung. And when you swing, that opened up Pandora's box. Because if you looked at it, when he swung on the guy in the red shirt, his friend on the right side caught him. Boom. Then his friend on the left side caught him. Boom. You know that's how we roll. We are not going to sit there and allow you to play us, especially right here in the middle. And he smacked him. But what messed them up was, I can understand y'all give a poop, poop, poop. But y'all gave him a poop, 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 and a goddamn wrestling move. I saw them out there doing wrestling moves. They was going in. I ain't never saw nothing like that. This is close to the Alabama brawl, okay? But the message of today is, okay, again, I'm not for violence because I saw the white woman get her ass knocked out. But you was up in the guy's face. You should have saw she was flipping. She was going like this. And a black girl came from the back, caught her from the side, and then some guy, I don't think he intentionally wanted to hit her, but I think she was in the way. You know how you get somebody get in the way? I don't know why white women get their ass in the way, but that's when she caught it and she got knocked out. I'm not for that. But to go to the seat in the courtroom and they say that they orchestrated it. That's what they said. The black people set this up to do this to them. No, they didn't. This was a jazz festival. You think people got no time to sit there and calculate and say, we're going to mess with the Russian man today? No, they attacked them. So the message of the day to white people, keep your hands to yourselves. That's what our parents raised us. We don't put our hands on nobody. Now, if somebody put their hands on us, we supposed to whip ass. You understand what I'm saying? Now, it happened that you was at the jazz festival with a group of a whole bunch of black people. He didn't think right. I mean, come on, think about it. If I'm a white man in the middle of almost 30, 40 black people, why would I even think to slap them and think nobody's going to slap my ass back?
Because, Tiffany, and this might sound crazy and ridiculous, but a lot of white people still feel like they're in charge of us. A lot of white people still have they still feel like they can tell us what to do, or they can tell, they still have that feeling like they're superior, right? White supremacy. They feel like I have a right to ask you, what are you doing in this neighborhood? Who are you? Show me I don't know if you guys seen the video of the brother was walking in a neighborhood, and an Indian man with a very
Yes, he sure did.
came out and asked the brother for ID, right? Came out. This Indian who's an immigrant is asking a Black American, "Show me your ID," right? Because for some reason, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And no, and he tried to hold him too.
Yeah, that was crazy. And I don't know if you've seen the Florida. I'm gonna show the Florida cop, the brother that was going door to door. He worked for a utility company, and he was going from door to door telling people about the upgrades that his company was doing for the neighborhood. That was his job. He's the project manager. You need to go to. So he goes to this one white couple's house, and they just let loose on him. Have you seen that one?
Oh yeah, I saw that once. Listen, you don't understand. I'm not doing those type of jobs where I have to go into white communities. And I'm gonna be honest, this should be for the bosses. Because if anything happened to these employees on your time, that means you could get sued. I'm suing you because they should not be harassed because you told them go to this address and try to speak to these people about a service. Come on.
In my younger years, I worked for a utility company. I worked for a cable company, and I would pull up to a house in a cable truck, clearly big freaking 10-foot letters on the side of the truck. I had on a uniform with the name of the company. I had on a hat. I had a tool belt. I had all this shit on. And when I knock on I would call the people to say, hey, I'm on my way. I'm going to be there in 10 minutes. They would say, okay. And when I get there, they would still like crack the door and talk to me for like 2 minutes before they actually let me in the house. Okay. And other thing, man, cable company, if I go to your house and your TV, let's say you call and say my TV's not working properly. While I'm there, our manager said you need to check everything. Because they called for the TV, I want you to check the phone, the internet, everything. So we would go fix the TV, and then we would say, well, where's your phone modem or whatever? And the white people would always look at us like, why you want to find out, you know what I mean, with suspicion, and they would not. So it become very uncomfortable. And we would try
They're programmed to be scared of us.
Our white bosses, listen, these people don't want us walking around the house looking.
That's right.
They're like, oh, come on, Carl, just go look at the modem and fix it. You know what I mean? Because the philosophy was, if I'm at your house and I'm there to fix your TV, but your modem, we can see it's degrading. If we fix that, it will save us having to come back out again, and that saves the money. So that was their motive. But the white people, they didn't see it as that. They see it as this black man is looking around for valuables so he can come back at 2:00 in the morning and steal some shit. That's what they were thinking. And
you're not even thinking about that at all.
The house I went in were raggedier than mine. You know, but you know, two people living in the same America, but with two different mindsets.
Yeah, but now you see that they say allegedly the Russian people, if it was Russian people, they're gone now. But these black people are getting locked up and being charged for something that started because of them. So this just let us know, again, my black people, I know we was taught, don't let nobody put their hand on you. Just know that it comes with consequences. You understand? But if you can walk away and try to avoid certain things, try to do it. But in this situation, I don't think it was avoided. The white man should have never put his hand on that black guy, and they wouldn't have got tossed up in there on that ground. It was ridiculous.
There is constant tension between black and white people in America. Constant. It's constant tension. Every day, 24/7. It means 60 seconds a minute, 60 minutes an hour. There's constant tension between, and anytime something breaks, it's always going to end in violence. And white people need to understand that. You might walk around looking all cool and stuff, but the shit that we have on our mind, the shit we're dealing with, you don't want none of that.
You don't want none of that. None of that. Because that's why we see a lot of Karens, a lot of them get their ass whooped. Cause we done saw it online, Karens and Kens getting their ass whooped because they putting their hands on people. You know, I don't know what is giving them the audacity to either hit on somebody or spit on somebody and not think that your ass is gonna get whooped. Because we're gonna think about the consequences later. Okay.
So we watch videos like that, and you just wait for the day it happens. And when the day it does happen, you're ready.
Ready. Ready.
Yeah. So here's the Indian man, all the way from Calcutta, India. If that's
yeah, you're right.
This one, I was like, oh my god, I was getting.
But I'm not surprised. Are you surprised? India is one of the top. They're the top racist countries in the world.
And they're the top country that buys bleaching cream also.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? And they darker than us.
Bleaching cream is the number one. India and Africa is after India.
A lot of sun there.
Only thing they doing is taking away their melanin so they can get cancer. That's all they doing. Shit.
Here's an Indian brother in America asking an American for ID. that doesn't even sound right.
No, it didn't.
So what's up with you? What's your name?
Anand, can I see your ID or something?
No, I mean, you can call the police, or I can call the police. Can I see your ID?
Yeah.
Let me see your ID.
Yeah. Take out your ID and I'll take out my ID.
Let me take out your ID and I'm gonna take out my ID.
Okay, let's. Can you get my phone? No, let's call the police. Give me your phone. Let's call the police.
I'm in my own neighborhood where I live at, working in my neighborhood by my house, and I have this man asking me, do I live here?
Yes.
And what's your name?
Dude,
I'm gonna start a civil lawsuit right now. That's what I'm gonna do.
Absolutely, you gotta do it, man. But I want.
What's your name, man? Because I'm walking in the neighborhood where I live at, and I'm getting harassed.
No, wait. He's unnecessarily playing us.
But we took my car for the class.
Yes, bring my phone. I don't have my phone. Get my phone.
Come with me and get the phone.
I will get my phone because this guy will escape otherwise. Get my phone. Get my phone.
Come with me.
Yes, get my phone now, please.
You see this man right here? I'm gonna keep him a distance back. He's steady walking up on me like this. Y'all see this?
Yep. I know that this is not your house.
This not my house, but I live in this neighborhood. You don't got it. Listen, I don't like
you don't live in this neighborhood.
You don't know where I live at, sir. You can't not tell me where I live at, and I'm not gonna pull out my ID and show you where I live at. I know you live right here, and I live in this neighborhood. You have a blessed day, sir.
No, you
have a blessed day, sir.
I'm calling the cops.
You have a blessed day, sir.
Wait here, boy.
You have a blessed day, sir.
You wait here.
You have a blessed day.
You wait here. I'm calling the cops. Wait here. If you live in this neighborhood, wait.
Yo.
If you live in this neighborhood, wait.
Don't touch. Yo, who the fuck is you talking to like that? Don't raise your voice at me like that, boy.
Wait here.
I'm a grown ass man. What is you doing?
This is a protected neighborhood, and you're not supposed to be in here.
Yo, what's your name, yo? He's steady walking up on me, yo.
Get my phone. I'm calling the cops.
Yeah, I'm calling the cops right now.
Please do. Now.
Don't walk up on me no more, bro.
Please do.
Yo. Don't walk up on me no more.
Yeah.
Well, your ass going to jail, boss.
Oh, yeah. I want to see who goes to jail tonight.
Bro, don't keep walking up behind me.
That was an Indian immigrant in America asking a Black American for ID. That's
very disturbing. That's very disturbing. That's very disturbing video, Carl.
Yes, he like, get my phone. Like, and you heard his wife was trying to say, listen, come on. Let's do this over here. He like, no, just get my phone. And you looking like, get your he's good. By the time I finished with him, he probably would have ran his ass back across the street, crawled back up into his wife. Because I was like, if you don't get your Indian ass away from me, I think it's just, how can you say, you can't walk up and down the block. How about people his house is a couple of blocks down, a block down. So you saying you can't walk? Huh?
I see white, but it's none of his business. Why do people feel they need to stop and ask Black people what they're doing or what's going on? Or, you know what I mean? Why? Like, I mind my own business. I came out, remember a couple summers ago, there was a white guy parked at the end of my driveway for like 6 hours. He was just sitting in his car. I don't know if his car was broke. But I came home, he was there, I left, he was there, I came back home, we were there for 6 hours. There's this white man sitting bottom of my driveway in his car. I didn't ask him anything. I didn't go up to him and say, hey, what you doing? This is my neighbor. Nothing. You know,
Which you could have. You could have asked him, "Is everything all right? You're in my driveway. Should I call the police?" Because he could have been watching your ass. You understand what I'm saying? But you mind your business. You didn't say anything.
yeah, black people know how to mind their business. Now, here's another video of a black man who was trying to get his 1-year-old to go to sleep, and I have done this. And he was driving around the neighborhood in the with his 1-year-old in the car to get the baby to go to sleep. I have done that so many times when my kids were little and they wouldn't go to sleep. We put them in the car seat. I remember my first son. As soon as he got in the car seat, even before we got out the driveway, he was fast asleep. We didn't even have to go anywhere. But this brother was driving around, and this white man decides to ask him, obviously, "What are you doing?" and wants an explanation.
Can I help you? No.
Okay, I just keep seeing you drive by. I was just curious if you were lost or something.
No, not at all.
Can I ask you what you're doing?
Is it any of your business?
I mean, kinda.
No, it's not.
I mean, it kinda is.
I mean, it's kinda not.
I mean, you keep driving in front of my house for some reason or another, and I would like to
I'm
know
driving
why.
around the whole block. How am I just driving in front of your house?
Exactly, it's weird.
What's weird about me driving around?
Well, where I'm from, you see somebody busting a block around there, either somebody about to get shot or you're looking for somebody to mess with or something.
If I was looking to shoot somebody, I would have been did it.
Okay.
That don't make sense.
Okay.
You don't know what I'm doing, so you want to stop. You want to literally come in the middle of the road and stop my car, and you have no idea what I'm doing because I'm just driving around the block.
And I was just trying to figure out what
Do you
you
own
were
this
doing.
block?
No, but I pay for.
You pay
this
there,
house. Yes.
there. Okay, how about going to your house? Don't step in front of the street again. You want my license plate? Go ahead.
I do.
Go ahead, get it. It's back there. You done? You can call the MPs? What house you live in? Right here, the red one? All right, don't worry. I'll be right back, okay? I'm gonna go put my daughter away because that's what I was doing. I was riding around to put my child to sleep. Why you so fucking nosy?
Well, why can you say
Because it's not none of your business. I don't need to tell you shit. That's the crazy part, right? Because we live here. You don't know me from a can of paint. I don't know you. But I seen you eyeing me every time I came around. Because it's kind of weird that I want to put my child to sleep. I don't got to tell you what I'm doing. I don't got to tell you shit. Not a damn thing. I got a 1-year-old in the car and I'm trying to put her to sleep. But you're so fucking nosy that you want to watch me go around the block 8 times. And I knew you was going to do some fuck shit. I really knew you was going to do some shit. But it's all right. I'll be right back. I'm going to go put my daughter away and we can have a man-to-man talk. All right? Yep.
I mean, what's it really? I hope he doesn't go back. I hope he didn't go back. What could he possibly have to say to that? We know why. And if you think that somebody's driving around looking to do a drive-by, you're going to walk up to the window?
That was funny to me. That right there. He said, well, what I know is that when you go around a block a couple of times, something is about to go off. It's about to be a shooting.
But you walk up to the car.
That was funny because he was dead serious. Like, he looked at his dictionary. Like, let me look at the black dictionary. They're going around the block at least 3 times. That mean that's a goddamn drive-by. I'm done. It's so bugged that you cannot. It's hard just being black in America. And only thing he was doing was just riding around trying to get his daughter to sleep. And we have to be bothered by somebody thinking we're doing a drive-by. It's just real sad. Please, people, please be careful. Sometimes you just gotta ignore people. I know it hurts. You don't want to, but sometimes you just gotta ignore ignorant people. And I get that from my mom. She good, because I'd be ready to curse somebody out.
But this is why black people walk around with high frustration. You know what I mean? This is why you mess with a black person and then go off and they want to storm you into the ground. This is why.
And then you turn out being the bad person, and they was bothering you. You understand that? The cops would have came. I bet you the first thing the cops would have said, well, sir, you can't ride around the block 5 times. You make people uncomfortable. You understand? Like, that shit would switch up just like that. It's like, we damn if we do, we damn if we don't. And my thing is, why are we moving in these communities with these people that don't like us, don't want us there, and leave watermelons at our front door? Like, why?
That's funny.
Shots fired. Shots fired. All right. Here's another brother. This brother is a contractor. And but this brother had no choice to be in this neighborhood. He was hired as a contractor to work in this neighborhood.
Shoot me. Shoot me. Shoot. Shoot. You fucking racist devil. You gonna have my kids living like this. Shoot. 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 Because your pig ass harassing me. I'm walking through the neighborhood because I fucking feel like it. Because I fucking feel like it. With a big ass dick. That's what I'm doing. Walking through the neighborhood with a big ass dick. And I'm from New York. I'm not from Chicago. I'm an independent contractor. I'm here for work. All I do is remodel Walmarts. I remodel every Walmart in the fucking city. So what's up? Run your fucking name and get in your fucking cruiser. Go find a real criminal and get off my big ass black dick. Because these racist ass calling police because I'm black walking through the neighborhood in the middle of the street. I'm black walking in the middle of the street.
Okay, so you know why we're here.
I don't give a f because I'm black.
And no.
Yes, why I'm here. Why you here?
We got a call.
Why you here? You got a call for what?
Suspicious person.
Suspicious doing what?
Taking pictures of houses.
So what? That's illegal?
No, I'm not saying it's illegal.
So what the f is the suspicion?
The suspicion.
The brother says I'm black with a big ass.
When he say get off of it, okay? Just get off my big bleed. I can't say
Well, you know,
others watching, but whoa, I caught my pearls. I was like, ooh, where's
well, it
that
is.
at?
I mean,
Oh,
it is black dick envy. It's been that's been back since the slavery, right? Since slavery, like the white women looked at the naked men because they didn't have like major clothes back in those days, especially when they were, you know, selling these guys off, right? So, you know, they saw them African guys.
sausages was standing strong, and that's why he was like, get off my sausage. You know what? Get your stinking white ass off my sausage. I don't like mayonnaise on my sausage, okay? That was funny, but listen, I'm telling you, you run into the right one, and then let me tell you something. We don't really have to use our hands. Our mouth will shut somebody down. I bet you them guys was like, oh my God, did he just tell us to jump off his sausage? To stay off his sausage? Yeah, get off of it. Leave me alone. And you know we go off when you know we didn't do anything wrong. We go extra harder. How dare you son of a bitch.
You know, I mean, you can tell. We all can tell. I can tell. And sometimes for me, it's just the fear white people have of me that pisses me off. Just the fear I can see in their eyes, just by my presence. That just pisses me off. That you are fearful. You have your lips are quivering and your eyes are, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just by my mere presence, you know.
But those is y'all friends. Those are y'all people. So I told you, I can count on my hand how many white friends I got.
Yeah.
How many you got, Tiff? Tell. Damn. 5?
5.
That's more than me.
And I think it's probably 4 to possible.
That's more than me, Tiff. Damn, you got me beat.
Now you're a damn lie. You need to stop.
No, I'm serious.
No, stop.
Here's
I'm serious.
Brother, the contractor, the project manager, who was working in Florida doing his job, and these white people went ballistic.
He's recording us.
You.
That's right, record me.
Cool, take your black ass out of here,
You're
motherfucker.
fucking soliciting the wrong person.
Take your black ass out of here for you fucked up. Don't come cussing my door, motherfucker. Fuck you and your phone. Get your fucking ass beat, motherfucker.
Get off my property
Get the
now.
fuck out of here. Record that shit. Come back again, I'm gonna fucking hang your ass.
Now. Good. I hope you show your employers. Show your employers, because this is what your employees do.
You dumb fucking nigger. It says no soliciting. Get your black ass the fuck out of here. You come back again, we'll hang you.
Don't go over his house either.
He don't want nothing. It says no soliciting. Get your black ass out of here. Get fucked up.
Did you hear him? He said, get your black ass out of here for I'll hang you.
Yeah.
Now, if y'all don't see that and feel that and let that give a quiver in your bone or leave those people alone, I don't know what will.
But we can't. They don't walk around with a sign around their neck that says I'm a racist. You know?
No, they don't walk around with a sign that they say they're racist, but you will. Listen, they walked him all the way out of their lot and cursed him all the way down and said, nigger, we will kill you, hang you. I mean, what else? Come on, Carl. What else can you say?
He also said, we didn't hear it in this video, but the guy told him I would hang you from the tree like an ornament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's their mentality. And a lot of people, yes, it's some white people that's not like that. But the majority of them feel just the way this man's the way they feel. And to be honest with you, I think that he needs to talk with his managers, whoever he's dealing with. They really needs to talk to them, and they need to put those family on blast. Well, they're on blast now with the internet, so I hope the internet, wind up getting, talking to them and be on their social media. But you can't do that to people. He was doing his job. You could have just said, no, thank you. Have a good day. And that's it. And close your damn door and said, fuck you, nigger. You understand what I'm saying? You could have avoided all of that. But no, you had to come out the door and say, get out of here, nigga.
Yeah, there was a comedian that used to do a joke about I think when George Bush was president, about George Bush having a special room where he can go into that room, soundproof room, and say the N-word.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems to be a word a lot of white people want to use. I don't know if they want to use it because they just want to, or because they know how offensive it is, and they want to really offend you. So that's why.
No, I think it's all of those and above, and also they like saying it, and they're mad because they can't say it no more like they used to. Again, white people feel like they're losing control. White supremacy feel like it's losing control. So by the way they talk to us and treat us, they feel like they're putting us back in control. But they don't understand, a lot of people are fighting back. We're not going to sit and tolerate you just being disrespectful. That's why we have to handle it properly, emotionally properly. Because if we go off, that's the first thing they're going to say, it's us. We started it. We're mad. But if you got enough evidence to show that it was not you and it was them, you probably have a stand up for yourself. But leave these people alone. They do not care for us or like us.
Here's a white woman in a parking lot. There was no accident. She just had some incident in a parking lot, and she just cuts loose with the N-word, like.
I never started slavery. I don't need to restore your fucking. Go back to Africa. I don't need to be around violent sexual creeps. And stop copying me. You got a car just like me. You're violating me and exploiting me. You fucking goddamn low life nigger.
That should be so funny. You hear her popping all that shit in the car. You low life nigga. Yo, that thing is so funny. I be laughing. They funny to me.
But because she really wants to offend them. I mean, she really wants to offend. So
they bad.
I don't think black people are offended by that. Like, I don't know. That wouldn't offend me.
No, it would offend me. It would offend me. I don't care. No white person's supposed to say nigga, period. But when you hear them say it, that mean they really always wanted to say it, or they say it all the time with their friends and family.
True, but you can't let it offend you.
All right. So there was a brother jogging in South Carolina. This white man saw him jogging. They both live in the same neighborhood. I think the black man is a CEO of a company, and he goes for an early morning jog. This white man saw him jogging around, decided to get in his car, take a rifle with him, and got out of his car and started taking shots at the black man.
Oh my God, you on a roll tonight.
I am, because people don't believe why we are so. People watch the show. Why you guys always do something fun? I would love to do something fun. But, I mean, here we go.
The suspect is white, and he was shooting at him to bring fear and intimidation to him based on his race, which fits in exactly what this hate crime ordinance at Richland County has. So that additional charge was added to the charges that we've put on him.
So you saying he went and got his shotgun and shot out the man?
Like he was going hunting. He got his shotgun, drove around till he saw the black man. And just so lucky he happened to stop his car in front of a camera. Otherwise,
and they was able to see everything.
So that was God working.
That's just so sad that that people are after you like that. Like, damn.
So that's the world we live in. I know Gina complains all the time. Carl, do something fun. You guys are comedians. Your show needs to be fun. And we tried, Gina. We tried to make it fun.
Listen, we laugh on here to keep from crying. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, we don't like to show these things, but it's going on today, and this is why we call it the Black Therapy Show, because we need therapy dealing with this crap. And we are each other, and we help each other, and whoever we reach out there into the social media, we want to be able to reach. And the message of the day, watch your ass. These white people is crazy as shit.
Watching the video, I used to go bike around my neighborhood, and I'm not even sure I'm going to do that anymore. Like, because a lot of these neighborhoods that I ride through are of the Caucasian persuasion, and I don't live in Brooklyn, Tiffany. Sorry.
Listen, I didn't know until I got older that Howard Beach and all of them other places was racist, because our parents, we didn't go over there like that. They knew it was racist, but we didn't go over there like that. And now you see documentaries about Yusef Hawkins and all, what they had to go through or being killed out there. You like, wow, in your own town. So listen, it's all over. We have people all over. We just pray that they don't cross us. And we have to flip out on them, and especially if they put their goddamn hands on us. You understand? Because we're not tolerating that. I know y'all not tolerating no white person or anybody putting their hands on y'all, right?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, you got to defend yourself regardless to what. But again, just know that we're always going to be to blame. It's always our fault.
Yes. Yeah, so okay, we're gonna wrap it up. I'm not gonna show the video where this black man was jumped on by 5 white men.
That right there, I heard about that, and but what bothers me is that you got Vance and all of them, all these black people, white people coming against the people in Cincinnati, and did not see the whole video of the Cincinnati. Y'all just saw them stomping their ass out in the Cincinnati video, but y'all never saw where it started from. Now you got this video with this black man inside of this bar being jumped by nothing but bikers. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would have never been in a place full of white people and what you call those the riders. I'm not being in there with them because that means they can kill me and I would disappear up in there. So again, black people, stop putting yourself in spaces that you know that you're not welcome. Don't think because you're the only black person and you got your white friends and they love you. Message to two of y'all that they're your friends. They're not your friends. They don't like you. I don't care how light skinned you are, Kev, and I don't care how West Indian you are or how black you are. You are always going to be an enemy to them. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion.
You see my video I posted, Tiff, and me at the country western bar, dancing with the white lady.
You said what?
I posted a video of me dancing with this white lady at a country western bar. You see that? I figured
No,
you
you
would.
lucky I didn't see it because I would have been up there with the thing like this.
It's on my it's on my Facebook page.
Are you playing? For real? Are you playing? You for real?
Yeah. At one of my shows in Dallas, Texas, they invited me out. They invited me out to a bar, and there was line dancing. So the lady was
The
trying to
only
teach me.
light skinned dude there.
She was trying to teach me how to line dance, And what do you call it when you do the dancing? I don't know, the country freaking dance. They're trying to teach me how to do it. I couldn't figure this shit out, but yeah.
Because you didn't supposed to figure that out. You supposed to be somewhere doing a goddamn electric slide or where your fans at. No.
All right, so we're gonna wrap it up. I want to thank everyone for watching. I would like to thank our guests for coming on.
Thank you.
More interesting. Thank everyone so much. Thank you to Donna. What's up, Donna? Glendine. Thank you, Wayne, for checking in. Pamela Jones. Everyone else that I missed. Black Magic from the YouTube. Thank you, Highly Favored. Thank you for checking in. Thanks to everyone for checking in. Please like, share, subscribe. You guys don't like the videos. I don't know why.
You have to like the videos to put us in the algorithm. So please like it. If you didn't like it, just press like still, okay? Press like for me, please.
Burn no calories by hitting like. So I don't know.
Yeah, just press the like button if you like what we said or a little bit, because I know everybody don't stream in for the whole 2 hours, or you just get a little bit of us. But just like the video, let us know that you're there and you're popping.
Thank you, Mama Lee. Thank you for watching. Patricia, Bridget. Sorry, I messed up your sister's name, Bridget.
Bernadette.
That's my sister's name. Hey, Bernadette.
Thank you for checking in. I didn't see Nicole Coates tonight.
She's there. She checked and I saw her. Hey, sister, and my mother's watching in the back. Hi, Mom. Y'all should hear her in the back. When I be cursing or saying something, she be like, "Stop it! Stop it!" And I'll be like, so I love you, Mommy. I'm sorry that I have a potty mouth. It's only online.
It just gets very heated, Mom. That's all. After the show is over, we all open our Bibles and we read our verse with Tiffany. Tiffany, myself, and Kevin. We all open up.
I'm like this for real.
So before we go, Tiffany, anything you learned from the show you want to share before we go?
Oh God, it's so much. Racism still exists. Everybody think that it don't exist. It'd be so deep to hear even black people say it don't exist. It does exist. And I hope that these videos wake us all up, especially to wake us up to talk to our children about racism and what they will have to maybe deal with in society today. It's sad, but that's a part of our life. We are black people. We are going to have issues like this for the rest of our life. I'm sorry. It's just a hard pill to take. But what we can do is try to avoid a lot of things, because a lot of these people are very ignorant. They don't know what they do. What did they say when God was on the cross? Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. So we definitely, please be on point. Teach your children to be mindful. When you going out, people, please do not let nobody race bait you or pull you into something Just if you can walk away, walk away. You know, that fight at the Cincinnati thing was horrible. It was a horrible situation, but the message is keep your hands to yourself. Now, the thing in North Carolina, black truckers, please, we know y'all need to make y'all money, but please make sure when you making these rides, y'all know where y'all going into. Start putting cameras all around your car, around your trucks, because you can do that and nobody that don't even have to know. So when you go to these different areas, you on fully live, okay? You know, because we worry about y'all. So again, please, black drivers, watch out, be careful, and you know, protect yourself by any means. We want to definitely say thank you to everyone for chiming in. I know it's hard that we talk about these subjects, but this is what goes on in our world today, and we have to talk about it. And half of us need some damn therapy, okay? So we want to definitely say thank you to all. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think about the show or what you want us to talk about. And also, please love one another. Mhm.
Kev, any last words before we go? Anything you want to share?
Yeah, free Diddy.
All
You talk
right.
about free Diddy, they need to free Kelly too. Sure.
Yeah, free Kelly too. Hey, I think we just live in a world right now where everybody has a cell phone and we have social media, threads and TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, all this stuff. So we're seeing all of this now, but I don't think anything's different than what black people went through in the 60s or the 70s or the 40s or the 30s or the early 1900s. I think we just didn't have cameras back then to film it. And now we're just filming these rednecks, cursing us out and calling us names and stuff like that. It's just getting caught on camera and it's on social media. And then we talk about it on this show. It all magnifies. But I mean, you know, we have old black and white footage from the 60s of cops hitting people over the head with billy clubs and dogs biting them and fire hoses blowing grown men off their feet, you know, across the, you know, the grounds and women being hit and blood coming out their faces and the assassinations and the lynches and the hangings. It's just another day at the office for America. I mean, it's not nothing new. We're just in a new era, and we're talking about it now because of social media and content. But it's nothing new. This has been going on forever, right?
Yes.
I mean, back to before Tulsa, Oklahoma, after, you know, black towns been getting burnt down, black people were getting killed. You know, I mean, Emmett Till is the most famous lynching of all time, but then there's been over 1 million lynches, right? So it is what it is, man. Just we got to learn to navigate, keep our head on a swivel, and hopefully just, you know, and try to stay around your friends, your family, your loved ones, and
That's right.
and I don't think that I think we need more Jane Elliott's of the world, you know, because in order for this thing to turn around, it ain't gonna be just on us. We got it because we didn't invent racism. We can't end it. You know,
That's right.
we need white people to end it. So you need the Jane Elliott's of the world, and there's probably a few million of them out there, right? That don't want to live in Donald Trump's America. You know, they don't want to live in this America. You know, they don't. So they don't like the rednecks no more than we do. They're probably lots of white people disgusted at those truckers. I mean, the guys who attacked the trucker, you know, but we don't know who they are. I'm sure they watched that video and they're disgusted too. You know, so we got to figure out a way, you know, to get our allies, you know, and everybody come together and fight this cancer, you know, called racism, you know. And
You ain't lying about that.
it's just not going to fall on the backs of brothers and sisters. And you know, you can't get 100 black people to agree on shit anyway. So, you know, like as far as us getting black towns in this day and age, it ain't gonna happen, Carl. It ain't gonna happen, Tiff.
It
Anybody else?
can happen. Don't be no
It's not going
Debbie
to happen,
Downer.
Tiff. If we already got, I don't want to delay the show much longer, but we already have enough billionaires with the, the Tyler Perrys and the Oprahs and all these athletes and actors and businessmen, people that aren't famous that are super rich. I follow a guy on Instagram who's a multimillionaire. He's a businessman. He got like 5 Rolls Royces. You don't think he gives a shit? You know what a
I
Rolls
just
Royce
need
cost?
I
He
just
bought
need
5
one.
of them. You need 5 Rolls Royces? How
I
about
just
one?
need one to open up a business
So
and do the same thing.
my point is, these people, famous or non-famous, that got all this bank, are not thinking about building economic wealth and building Rosewoods and Tulsa, Oklahomas for Black people to live in, and because they don't have no faith that we can live together under one roof anyway, without effing each other over in this day and age. That's one reason they're not going to do it. And second, these white towns, like I said, they don't get along either. Ted Bundy, a notorious serial killer, he didn't kill one Black person. All the women he killed were white, and he was white. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, 99% of America's serial killers are white men, and 99% of their victims are white women.
Don't forget the school shootings,
So, in the school shootings, 99% of
domestic
them are
terrorism.
white men, and 99% of their victims are white people. So, yeah, we got a couple of Dylan Roofs sprinkled throughout, people like that, and the guy in Buffalo, New York. But most of the serial killers are killing other white people. So they don't get along with each other either. So eventually these all white
They still
towns,
don't get a pass though.
these white towns ain't gonna work out anyway. It's only a matter of time before they start stabbing each other at the bar or fighting or raping their women, doing something stupid. So it's all just a publicity stunt. Like I said, I don't even believe it anyway, So that's all I gotta say, man. I just think, I don't think at this stage of the game it's gonna happen, Tiff. It sounds good to talk about. I just don't see it happening. I'm out.
I tend to agree with Kim. It could happen, but is it?
Nah.
Maybe we got a Black man with 400 million afraid. What does that take? If he got 400 million, I got $4. If I dial my bank right now and I let you listen to my balance, it's not going to say you have $400 million in your checking account. It's not going to say that. If I had that, I would tell everybody to kiss my ass. Everybody. But apparently that's not, like Kevin said, that Damon John and people in that part of society, they have 400 million, but they're hoping to make another 400 million and another 400 million. So
Oprah built a school. Oprah, she still might be at this point the richest woman in America. I know she was for a long time the richest woman, Black or white. She's the richest woman in America. And when she had that title, the richest woman in America, she built a school in another country. She didn't even build a school here in America. She went to another country and built a damn school. No excuse for that, because people asked her, well, why you ain't build one here? She said, well, I interviewed a lot of Black girls here and asked them what they wanted, and they all wanted laptops or something like that. She said something, and she asked the girls over in Africa what they wanted, and they said, we want books, something like that.
She said the kids in America asked for Jordan sneakers, where the
Yeah,
kids in Africa asked for clothing and books and stuff
and
like
books
that.
and stuff like that. Yeah,
So
yeah,
she
you got it.
said
Yeah,
that's why she chose to do Africa, because they needed it more. But then come to find out, people were getting abused in those schools. I'm not having
exactly.
a school that I cannot have access to, or I cannot pop up on that shit. Excuse me, pop up on it on a regular. You understand? To be able to check it out, because it's not only that school. We're worried about the children and making sure they are protected and getting the right proper teaching. But hey, everybody do things differently.
Yeah, no, you're right. I'm just saying. Yeah, I mean, so my point was, she found a bullshit excuse
Not to help
not
us.
to help African American kids in the United States of America when you are the richest Black woman in America, and you went to another country and helped some other Black girls, and didn't put that money towards helping African Americans in Baltimore and Chicago and DC, and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's all I'm saying, man. We that was a test right there that we failed, and it continues with our rich people who won't put their money where their mouth is to help young Black people. So and there's some people doing some good work. Like I said, LeBron James is doing some good work. Some people out there doing good work that we won't hear about until they pass away, and somebody come out and say, "Yeah, I'm donating money," like Prince did and stuff like that. And we hear all this stuff. Michael Jackson donated a lot of money and did things to help Black people and other Black artists. So we didn't find out about that until he passed away. So there are people out here doing shit, man. It's just not enough because we're in a deep hole. Anyway, so that's it, man. It ain't happening. It ain't happening.
All right. I want to thank everyone for joining us on another Sunday. Really appreciate you guys spending this 2 hours with us. Please like, share, subscribe. Please like. It takes 0 calories to hit the like button. Can you guys find the like? I'm going to have to draw a map of where the like button is located.
Know what? You know what? I'm not. When you start drawing maps of the like, that might be funny right there. They do have like an arrow that goes down that you can point out, and then you also have something that puts up subscribe or like. So maybe you need that.
Yeah, something to highlight the like button. Bye, guys. Kevin, I love you, brother. Tiffany, no, I love you,
man. Good seeing y'all again. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say this. Free Diddy.
You said it 2 times.
What's going on? Kevin, are you on the Epstein list? Is that why you want a free Diddy?
He was over there doing comedy for them white rich people. You know what he likes to do.
You do comedy on Epstein Island?
I would have if I got booked.
I know you would have.
I'd have been there.
You would have been there with bells on.
I'd have been there. Goddamn right.
Just make sure they give you your check, huh?
That's right. Give me that damn check.
All money ain't good money.
And no money ain't good money.
Again, all money ain't good money. Don't listen to Cab. You get your ass in some trouble.
Listen, as long as I don't have to take my clothes off, I'll do anything.
You know what, Carl?
Anything with my
Hey, I performed at a nudist colony and I didn't take my clothes off. That was part of my contract. I was like, look, they hired me to do this nudist colony. And I said, I'll do it, but I'm not performing in the nude. They said, you don't have to be in the nude. So I took the job.
Played yourself. You would have got more money. If they would have said, we'll pay you an extra $500 to be in the nude and put that stupid ass ducky right in the front of your sausage.
No, I wasn't gonna be nude, but I should have charged them extra $500 when I got there and saw the people that were nude. Yeah, it wasn't a pretty sight, that's for sure.
All right, everybody. We'll see you guys next Sunday.
We'll be here.
1 p.m. Black Therapy Show.
Because we always need it.
Is the only therapist.
Yes, I am certified.
I'm a hood therapist. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a bootleg
I
therapist.
got a certificate around here somewhere.
Gonna go read our Bibles now.
YouTube University. No.
Songs 91.
Hard knock life.
With the knowledge you gain, break away from the chains. We helping you grow the Black Therapy Show. In a safe space, dealing with the black trauma. We unpacking and inspecting all our baggage and drama. Cause we gotta unite, no more killing each other. It's time to see a new future for my sisters and brothers. You know, with Kevin, Carl, and Tiffany, you'll have an epiphany. We'll give you everything you need need to handle the enemy. We giving you empathy, we're gonna challenge you mentally. The right conversation so you grow exponentially. We built your penitentiaries, we built all your schools. Gave us brainwash education, just making us fools. Hatred was what we got in exchange for love. No more manipulation from our God above. No, it's Carl, Tiffany. Now welcome to the Black Therapy Show. Let's go.